Hello and welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. It is time for us to head out of the city and go somewhere else. Where are we going? I'm not entirely sure, but we have to go there. Now, who are we going to bring with us? Last time we brought Ember, and she turned out to be very, very useful when we brought her. So she is a good target to potentially bring again. The only other one I'd say is Nenio. Nenio could come in instead of Ember. I guess we could bring Lan instead of Rue. The problem with Lan is that he isn't as directly connected to the story right now as Arushali. I mean, it feels to me like if there's going to be a story-based thing that comes up, it's going to be about her and not about him. At least for just now. I mean, unless Wendoak turns up again or something like that, but it seems like it's mostly about her. Although, actually, now that I say that, I should probably mix up the companions I take out anyway, in case there are random encounters on the road that have them. But anyway, what was I saying? Yes, so we could potentially switch out them. I don't want to switch out Woljif because Camellia doesn't have a quest in the area currently, and Woljif does, and if we happen to get over there, I'd prefer to have him with us. Darren is better than Soasil. It's quite simple. Reg could come instead of Sela, I suppose, but nah, I'm kind of happy with that. And then Greybor, I'm sorry, but you don't get to come along, mate, because, well, you kind of fulfill the same role, I guess, as Woljif right now. It's a little bit odd because he doesn't have trickery. Yeah, we're going to have to figure that one out, because basically, I believe he has stealth, but Woljif and Camellia have stealth and trickery, so they can be easily replaced within each other, like as in the same role. But he has to take like a different role. I guess he would have to take Arushali's role of kind of like a physical damage attacker. But that puts him in melee, which is a little bit odd. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to do about that, actually. He doesn't fit too great into the party right now. Maybe if we had trickery, we could bring him. But again, I don't want to bring him because I don't want to tempt fate, which is what I said last time, where I don't want to bring him along and then it put us on a timer. So what I'm saying, basically, is I'm staying with the same party. The long and short of it. Okay. Right. Let's head out to the map, and I guess we'll do we have anything to do with our army, first of all? It'd be the alley battalion. Oh, we have something in here? Really? The Royal Parade is done. Oh, we got finance points, 10%. Cool. I thought I'd looked at this, like, literally as the last thing that we did last time, but no, I did not. Well, that's cool. Finance points by 10% is not bad at all. Making 523 per day. And that's fairly okay. Yeah, it's fairly okay. Decrees. Glory of the Heroes. Okay, so that is our only leadership one. Okay. Warriors stuck in the middle of nowhere fighting vicious monsters have to remember why they are fighting and what they are sacrificing their lives for. The soldiers' loyalty will raise once the clerics praise them in front of the god's eyes. Ah, okay. So this is the one which Sela gave us. Now, this requires 5 days to solve, but will become available again in 30. Let me close this for a second. Our morale is not full. Okay, then glory to the heroes. I mean, that seems fine. As long as our morale isn't full, we can do this. So let's do it. I mean, it might go up anyway due to the banner of victories and other such things, but you know what? That's fine. I think having this prepared to knock it up a little bit seems good if we're not full right now. Next one up, so we've got Fate of the Soul Shear or Strengthening Diplomatic Connections. So this one, it's 1 day, Strengthening Diplomatic Connections. Financing a crusade is a costly process, and the Diplomatic Council has to come up with new tricks to preserve the friendship of countries and nobility sponsoring the commander's army. Okay, so that's the next like Diplomatic Council thing. Okay, so whatever we want to do on the main map, we want to take less than a day, or we want to have it be a day, and then come back. Okay, fair enough, we can do that. We haven't gone right out of here, actually. I assume it connects to this, but that's interesting. We can go right out of here. Okay, and there's the Royal Parade activated there. Okay, that's neat. Do we have any material points? Not really, nothing that we could spend. Let me have a look at Dresden here for a second. Oh, it takes us back to the same map mode. Oh no, it takes you straight in. Oh, okay. I just want to see. So we've built the archery, the stables, the barracks, the teleportation center, and the supply center. Okay, so there's not an awful... Oh, actually, that says it's still building. I think, right? That's the main stables? That looks like it's still building. Yes. Oh, wait. Is that if I go in... Oh, we'll finish in 2 days. Okay, that's fine. That's what I was looking for. We could potentially look at building supply centers in other places. Am I in the... Which map mode am I in? Okay, this is fine. Just seeing, like, if I go to this fort here... I'm not... Yeah, I'm in charge of this. I want to go to the other map mode, actually. Take me to Crusade map mode for a second. There we go. We build in Lost Chapel? No. We build in this one? Definitely. Okay. Let's go into here for a second. Oh, it's already got some things? No, it's just got... I guess there's just less space for building because it already has stuff in it. Yeah, there's only 4 slots. I was thinking maybe we could put a supply center here. Yeah, if we think that supply centers will pay for themselves and we have nothing else that we can currently go for, we should just build supply centers as much as possible. Yeah. I know it's only 1 per fort, but I still think that that makes sense. Like, if we think that they are worth the money, finance points wise, we're fine. So we might as well just build them. Like, every time we have the material points, just build them until such a point as we're making the amount of material points that we want. Because right now we're not making enough material points to build anything of, worth. So that seems fine. Okay. Because we only want to do a day trip, I say we head right. Yeah. And see what's going on over here. Although, we can also move our army. I forgot to do this part, which we were already on. Alright, so you got 40. We've got enough for 1 fireball. Let's go for this 4-man army over here. This one looks doable. Yeah, this one looks possible. Heading up. And up this way. Cool. Let's get another victory on the board. Now, 3 to 6, 0, 11 to 20. Shoot the cultists. Oh, there is actually a person on the other side. Okay, never mind. Fireball. That's fine. Yes, that looks good. We actually had enough energy for 2 fireballs. I just noticed there. What does a fireball cost in terms of energy? 12. Okay, I thought it cost 20. Well, this is much better then. Right, they get a turn. They're going to chuck a rock at us. It did 1 damage. Maybe I was a little bit overly cautious. You're going to head up here. Shoot them. They're going to chuck another rock at us in a second. I'm ready. Yeah, okay, I was very overly cautious in terms of what we were fighting. That's okay. We won the battle at least. Took no casualties. That's fine, you can't really be that disappointed. All we spent was energy. The Crusaders killed the cultists who were gathering an army of wild giants to storm Dresden. Now that Dresden is safe, workers can be transferred from the urgent strengthening of the walls to other important tasks. We got some finance points for it. Neat. Now, do I want to keep heading up to these guys? These guys look like they're going to be a problem. The demon army up here? I don't even know what we would do about it. It seems like it's the same type of thing. I was just thinking if we can get up to that fort, we can kind of head around the top to the Scrubble and Bend by the river then. Although that might be a little bit of a long route round for a shortcut. Let me head here. So, I don't think there are any armies over there. We could also head south to that army. Yeah, that's the other option, is that we kind of head down there. It is kind of the wrong direction, but it could work. I should also use this at some point. Just as a thing. I guess when we're fighting ghouls or something, I should use that. So that'd be down here and then, like, along? Yeah, this seems like a fort that we should maybe grab because it's really close. Yeah. Okay. I don't see anything wrong with just clearing out them in, like, a spiral pattern. I mean, obviously it's not optimal movement-wise, but it seems to be optimal in terms of actually being able to do the fights-wise. Yeah, so we'll send this army down this way. Although, yeah, we maybe could have checked whether there was another route down here. Also, it said it was going to be 43, but that was quite clearly not... Like, that's not 3 distance. Interesting. So, I guess it was maybe calculating as if we'd gone down that path? Huh. Interesting. So, I assume these connect, then. And along. Yeah, those totally connect, and then this connects over here. Okay. I just wanted to do that so that we actually had the connection. There's nothing there. Okay, anything over the end here? I don't know if there's going to be. But I just thought I'd check. Yeah, Crusade morale is currently going down. So that's good that we got the thing that's going to increase it. Do I want to begin resting? Sure. Cancel but pause. I want to check whether our Crusade thing is finished. There we go, it's finished. Cool. So we went a day in that direction. Hey, forming a logistics one that we've got. Okay, well we can do that in 3 days. That's wonderful. An event. An odd supplicant. Can only be resolved at the headquarters. Some strange drunkard is claiming that the commander is obliged to give him an audience. Oh, okay. Well, let's teleport back home then. And see what's going on. Yeah. Because we've now explored over here. We know there's nothing else going on, even though it looks like there could be. So that's fine. And we now got a quick way up to the top. So we didn't achieve an awful lot, but we've achieved something. Which is fine. Right. Take me to the Citadel then. For our many events. Let's see who these people are. So, who are we going to get first? Drunkards or our Diplomatic Council? That's the Diplomatic Council. Okay. Commander, upon hearing word of your victory in the Battle of Dresden, many leaders in Avestan have considered taking a more active supporting role in the Crusade. Fighting demons in the name of saving the world is a prestigious endeavour, especially when the war is going well. The one whose help is accepted first will increase their standing in the political arena, which is why the powers are now competing for the right to conclude an alliance with Mendev before their rivals do. Nerosian has already chosen which of them is to be favoured. Izgir. We're building an alliance with that nation for a long time, and now the capital is expecting you to address the steward of Izgir with an official offer to support you. Lastwall is Mendev's most trusted ally. If we are to ask someone for support, it should be them, the Shining Crusade. What say we invite the Sword Lords of Brevoy to this party? The righteous Mendevian knights just love those hot-headed provincials who draw their weapons and challenge you to a duel at the top of a hat. And get this, they win such duels. Nerosian will be ecstatic to have allies like these, and I hope the demons will enjoy their company as well. Just as a note, we happen to have a neighbour who's got barely any presence in the Crusade. I'm talking about Numeria. It's believed to be too wild and barbaric to have any dealings with. How about we show everyone how wild and barbaric tribes can fight, and invite them to play a bigger part in our war? Oh, Woljif's here as well. I guess Woljif gets to join in. I guess if you'd got Woljif back before you did Diplomatic Council, then he would be here the whole time and you could have had him in the first bit. Interesting. Okay. Everyone who wanted to come because they listened to their heart are already here. Time to call those who listen to their purse. We'll drop a line to the Varisian cities, tempt them with some nice spoils, and loads of savvy folks will come running. Why does Nerosian decide whose help I should accept? Because you are, with all due respect, one of Her Majesty's subjects. Lady Konomi's voice grows sterner, but after a moment subsides into a more confiding tone. And because it took great effort for Mendev's diplomatic corps to win Izgir over and ensure you would receive their help, are you confident that the allies you choose yourself will be as reliable? Why can't we just call everyone for help? I wish we could, but we can't. The Chalaxians and their colonies can't stand the Andorrans. Molthun is at war with the Nurmathis. Nidal and Lastwall are at daggers drawn, and all of them envy the wealth of Absalom, protest against the godliness of Druma, and fear the revolutionary plague of Galt. They can tolerate each other in small doses, but an official letter from the commander summoning one of the nations to assist the crusade will lead to, shall we say, an eruption of toxic volcanoes across half of the courts of Avistan. So I'm afraid you'll have to choose which of your allies is the most desirable to you. What's Woljif doing on this council? I doubt he knows anything about politics and diplomacy, but I guess we can ask now. That's cool. I can see that this tiefling possesses a keen mind and the most important trait in politics, a complete lack of conscience. He would make a terrible leader, but he'll prove useful to you as an advisor. Yep, I traded my conscience for a cherry roll back when I was a kid. Hey, what do you mean terrible? Let's see what the council has to say. Lady Konomi's voice turned silken and somewhat condescending. Commander, we both realize that Mendev's political interests lie beyond the competence of this council. The decision has already been made. In the capital, Nerosian has shown courtesy and concern for your authority by allowing you to implement the decision yourself. Well, I trust my own council more than the Royal Council. Indeed. What could Her Majesty's most loyal servants possibly know about diplomacy? Let us listen to the council. You chose the council. If you hadn't chosen anyone, you just walked up here and just told me what to do, I would have done it. But now you've given me options, I'm going to talk them through. Alright, let's start. What kind of help can we expect from Isgur? Isgur is a nation locked in a constant territorial struggle with goblin tribes. Countless battles have tempered their army, taught them to not fear losses, and granted experience in both the military craft and the cultivation of untamed lands. Their formidable combat sorcerers would be of great use to Dresden. Would you not agree? There is, however, another reason to pursue an alliance with them. Isgur is a protectorate of Cheliax, and with such a mighty patron at their back, they have no shortage of resources or troops. By establishing friendly relations with Isgur, we can strengthen our ties with a powerful neighbour in the south. The value of such an alliance is indisputable. Lady Konomi, I do not doubt that only your innate modesty forbids you from mentioning the innumerable bribes received by Nerosian diplomats for facilitating this alliance. I imagine Cheliax was most generous. However, among the funds that make their way into our army's coffers, I could not spot a single coin of Cheliax mintage. So why should we help you? Good point, Darren. Okay. How about you go next? What benefit do the Sword Lords offer us? A whole slew of benefits. We'll see some fresh blood in this war. Poke the oh-so-formal Nerosian with a stick. Recruit excellent fighters proud as peacocks, just begging for a chance to prove themselves. And besides, this alliance can be easily arranged. Darren smiles wistfully. I used to take private fencing lessons from a certain sword lord of high standing. Fencing didn't work out, but her lesson was gorgeous. Darren, isn't this going a little far? We can't make decisions of such importance just because you had an affair with a Brevin. Alright, so Wasil, why don't you go next? Why should we accept Lastwall's aid? The Shining Crusade of Lastwall and Mendev have much in common. We protect Golarion from demons, they fight the undead, and the legacy of Baphomet, the Whispering Tyrant. Baphomet was a powerful wizard king who ruled central Avistan in the end of the 9th century. Killed by the god Arodin himself, he rose as the lich known as the Whispering Tyrant, and has ruled the country of Ustalav for centuries. He was finally defeated by the Shining Crusade in 3827 and imprisoned within his capital of Galaspire. Like us, last folk are used to eternal war. They are persistent, vigilant, and know how to oppose baleful magic. Their swords will aid us on the front lines, and the watchful eye of their inquisitors will do as much good on the home front, where spies of the Ivory Labyrinth roam. Woljif grimaces with annoyance. Yeah, we clearly don't have enough of our own righteous boars. Let's just bring more from Lastwall. War dogs and snobs, the lot of them. They'll barge in here and demand that everyone toe the line. Woljif, alright, you go next then. Varasia is a real frontier, land of the free. Adventurers of all stripes go there to seek their fortune. The sailors there aren't scared of going after sea dragons and krakens, and the thugs, well, they're not scared of anyone or anything or whatsoever. Those daredevils fear no demon, and that's exactly the kind of guts we need. Varisia. Only recently settled by colonists from Cheliax, the wild frontier of Varisia is composed of rural communities, independent city-states, cyclopean ruins, and uncharted wilderness. Prior to Earthfall, Varisia comprised much of the ancient empire of Thalassian. This doesn't seem like the best place to gather more people from, but okay. Or help from. Are we looking for allies or henchmen? Even I'm aware that Varisia is a realm of gangs and self-willed despotism. And I just crawled out from under a rock, you know. Alright, Lan. Do you think Numeria will join us? If we treat them as equals, they will. Maybe barbarians by the standards of lands like Mendev, but nobody can call them cowards. And many of them are descendants of the Sarkorians who fled to their Kelid kin in Numeria. We'll remind them about the time they were wronged by the demons, and whole clans of Avengers will answer the call. Lan, you are so passionate about finding new friends. Together you will, let's see, sit by the bonfire, play some dissonant musical instruments, pick your teeth with knives. What else do savages do for fun? We dance around naked, obviously. Sorry, I can't bring you along. They'll make fun of me for having such a scrawny friend. There's a reason why Numeria hasn't been invited to join the Crusade. Needless to say, I personally do not share this prejudice against them. But not all sovereigns of Avistan feel the same way. Some will find it beneath them to be involved in the same crusade as barbarians. Okay, I haven't really made my decision, but okay. Alright, let's talk through the options and see what we got. Which ones are we okay with, which ones are we not okay with? Well, immediately, if I have to eliminate a choice, I'm going to eliminate Woljif. It doesn't sound like it's a single connected nation, and that doesn't sound like something that I want to really be going with. That sounds like that's going to lead to bad things here. What would it have given us, by the way? Unlocks the Rogue Mercenary unit. Fighters effective at flanking enemies. 15 rogues are recruited. It's going to expand it here. What is a rogue? Okay, not that much damage either. Okay, cool. So, Lady Kenomi made an okay point for Isger, and it is the one that's been decided. However, Darren's counterpoint was great on that one, in that it's probably a bribed alliance, so how good is it going to be? We get us 13 sorcerers. Okay, they deal damage with combat spells. Oh, it doesn't even say... Oh, no, there we go. It does say what they do. Okay. Interesting. Their spells would need to be really good. I'm less high on that one, which I guess means I might drop it down a tier. So then we have these three. And all of these three are okay. Numeria has the problem that she mentioned, that other people are not going to want to join us. That's going to make us isolated with just Numeria for help. I don't know how good that's going to be. We didn't get a lot more context, but yeah, I feel like that's going to cause some issues. Sword Lords are only going to be here for the money. They're mercenaries that we're paying. And that's great, as long as we have the money to keep paying them. If the money ever runs out, that's going to be a problem. And then we have Lastwall. What was the problem with Lastwall? See what the council has to say? Yeah, what was the problem with Lastwall? There was no issue with Lastwall, really. I think it was just... Oh, it was Woljif popped in and said, yeah. He popped in and said, more zealots. It's not the biggest problem in the world. I think I like the idea of Numeria. I less like the idea of the Sword Lords. I think I'm going to discount them. Duelists. Okay. That's fine. So I'm between Numeria and Lastwall. Let's see what we get. So this would get us Inquisitors. Now I gotta say, the fact that their infantry specializing in killing spellcasters, okay. And the fact that they are Inquisitors kind of fits us. Numeria. Barbarians. Okay. Cool. I'm going to choose Lastwall, and purely because it says Inquisitor. Yeah. It was between Lastwall and Numeria for me. We're choosing Lastwall. Also, it didn't seem like a bad option, so we're choosing Lastwall. Also, long-term ally of Mendev. They're probably going to be reliable. It will be done. The Shining Crusade are without equal in their ability to fight sorcery. They will help us both on the battlefields and in the hunt for unknown traitors. I won't detain you any longer, Commander. I'll need time to resolve the scandal your decision will cause in the capital. Once it subsides, I will assemble the diplomatic council once more. Drunkard. Hello, Drunkard. This is Thaberdine. You see a Kelid, around 50 years old, dressed in a doublet that looks older than its owner. Once it may have been expensive, but now it is worn and patched. A scabbardless sword hangs on his belt, covered in such a thick layer of rust that it looks more like a club. His flushed, swollen face, spongy nose, and dark circles beneath his eyes suggest that he is a heavy drinker. When he opens his mouth to speak, your suspicion is confirmed by the stench of stale alcohol on his breath. Oh, so you're the commander, huh? It's a cozy little place you've got yourself here. All these walls, polished furniture, solid, commendable. Why, I think I'll give you a medal for this. And who are you? The man groans as he straightens up, affecting a proud, noble bearing insofar as his decrepitude allows. You will be pleased to know that I am Thaberdine Quintissimus Hierophantil, rightful heir to the throne of Iz and all Sarkoris. Well, we got a little knowledge check here. It didn't tell us how hard it was, but okay. Everyone knows that no king has ever ruled over all Sarkoris, and there is no throne in Iz. Oh, how would you know? Have you ever been to Iz? Have you seen it with your own eyes? You haven't. And if you haven't, well, maybe there was one. My pops used to tell me all about the throne in the palace. It was gold all over, and it was encrusted with all manner of rusty things, like diamonds, fire ants, rubies, and boys, you couldn't take your eyes off it. That's what kind of throne it was. It's all mine. Mine by right. Can you prove it? Oh, of course, we aren't just some swindlers. We have all the evidence. Here, look. He takes the rusty sword from his belt and shows you the hilt, which features a nearly worn-off golden crest. The grinning animal it depicts most closely resembles a shabby possum. Here, the royal Simolodin of the is the ancient symbol of the rulers of Sarkoris. I've also got a wart on my chest in the shape of a crown. Of course, I'm the heir to the throne. And for those that don't believe me, well, they can get lost. That's what I say. Let them go to Pulura's Fall, where all the kings of Sarkoris are buried. There, my entire family tree has been written in stone. Go, read for yourself. Pulura's Fall. What's there? Are you deaf for what? You should drink a pine needle infusion. It'll do wonders for your ears and your eyes too. I'm telling you, all the dead Sarkorian kings are in the ground there, in mausoleums, tomb burials, and those whatchamacallits, obelisks. That's right. It's all written there about my ancestors, about me too. Just go look, and everything will make sense. And by every law of the land, I'm king. Okay. What do you think you're entitled to? We are simple people. We don't need much. I mean, no, that's not what I meant. We aren't simple people. Not simple at all. Need a great deal. A king's palace, throne, lands, but all of that can wait until you take back his and make the demons leave. As for now, I wouldn't mind having a king's residence here in Dresden. I'll put a place to sleep and some hot food. That'll be a start. Well, we're not a trickster, so soldiers, throw this imposter out of here. Hey, why? How could you? Oh, some commander you are. Cool. I should stop judging people who come in here as criminals, by the way, I just realized, given that we've got the lights at the front. Okay. Right. I believe we're done here. Right. Oh, we do need to rest. That's true. Wait, don't rest. It don't rest. Because, now that I've come back, I can activate the next thing. Cool. Let's activate the next thing here. In theory, it should be one of our decrees here. Yeah, the Fate of the Soul Shear. A skilled craftsman can do some work on the relic. It does cost us material points, but I'm okay with that. Finance, it costs us energy as well. Energy is really rare, but I think I'm okay with this. I think I'm okay spending our material points on the Soul Shear. I might regret it, but hey, it's optimal in terms of time, so I'm gonna go for that. Mainly because I want to get all the relics and everything. I want to do everything, so therefore you got to be optimal time-wise. This makes sense. Right, now we want to rest. There we go. Let's rest. That's another scroll of restoration. Yeah, that all seems fine. Rest away. If you dress up a little and scrounged up some saucy impudence, you could be a kept man in some noble's house. Easy work, with very little risk. I hear they pay a premium for curls. Ah, he's trying to convince Woljif to find himself a nice noble family to leech off of. What's that? Sit in the house all day waiting for the lord or lady to swan in? No way! I may be a cur, but I ain't housebroken. Okay. Fair enough. Right, we're done here. We made our scroll.
Let's move.
Which is worth the time investment anyway, probably. Right, and then it's time to head out. So what have we really achieved today? I'm going to admit, not an awful lot. I think it's 3 days till anything else is done. Although I think the stables might be done earlier. Not that they do anything when they finish, they just finish. It's not like it's a huge thing. All they do is they advance our mid-game quest. Yeah, they would just do that. So, that's fine. Right, let's see where we want to go then. If we can go out a little bit further, let's go out a little bit further. Oh, can these guys move again? You can, perfect. You're going to head all the way down here. Well, let me just see. Yeah, it would be all the way down here. 13 MP. You know when I told you to move... Oh, it's because they stopped when they hit another army. Never mind. I was going to say when I told you to move down here, I didn't mean like, you know, at your own pace. That's fine. Let's fight this 4 strength demon army. This seems like we could beat it. Okay. Plagued wolves. Plagued horses. Plagued Similodons. Okay. I'm going to shoot the wolves, because I think I can maybe kill them off right away. You could maybe do it. I'm going to send you after... I could put a fireball in, I suppose. But I kind of want to save my fireballs if I can. I'm going to send you over here on the assumption... Yeah, I think I want to attack from this direction on the assumption that you're going to try and run to the archers. That's fine. You can't reach them right now. Horses would be a good one. You definitely kill the wolves. Let's kill the wolves. It's just an extra unit that isn't attacking, and they would have definitely run at the horses. Alright, shoot them. Nice. Let's free that unit up to attack. Let's go around this way and attack from there. Nice, we got another attack. Okay. You can attack in here. Nice. Keep shooting. And they're pretty much dead. And again. Nice. Okay. We got that. We replenished all of our losses. No issue whatsoever. Having buried those who died from the plague, warriors search the place and find a small grave where Sir Doland Regilor, a hero of the Second Crusade, rests in peace. They take care of the grave and clean dead bodies and dirt from the small oasis nearby, and the water instantly becomes clean, clear and sweet. This place is much loved by spirits and gods. So we've got 4 energy points. Okay, that's good. Now, do we want to take on this demon army? It doesn't say that there's a defender, and there's a very small number of troops. I think we take it. I think that we can take this no problem. I've quick saved. Let's do it. And that'll give us Banner of Conquest for 30 days, which is good. They go first, which is fine. They just summoned, I think. Yeah. Not worried about that. Fireball. Here. Go. They're all dead. As I said, there's a small number of troops. So, yeah, that was an easy enough one. So now we've taken the fort. That opens up a little bit more for us. And we could even go all the way down to Winter Sun if we wanted to. Nice. They're immune to Fireball. But apart from that, we could probably take him. What do we get for winning this one? Material points times by 200. That's so good. If we can get that and then build a bunch of material generation things in forts, this is going to be great. I'm going to use a Fireball for this as well, to take out the two at the back, and then I'm going to focus purely on the Brimmeracks at the front. Yeah. Just aiming to reduce their number as quickly as possible. Oh, and again. Nice. You cannot reach, but we'll get you in close. That's fine. Shoot them. They'll get a turn. They're going to run. Ah, they hit my horses. That's fine. Keep attacking. Fireball is OP. That's my new conclusion in this mode, by the way. I think there's just so OP. Yeah. Okay. We won another one. Yeah. Okay. If we get any power increases for our hero or energy increases, we should definitely take it at some point. Right. Stuck at 100. Have we crashed? Hoping the answer is no. Maybe. Feeling like a crash? Yeah, I've got a little spinny Windows thing. It's a crash! Okay, cool. Load up Pathfinder. Let's do this again. All the way back up and through. Right. So we can load our quick save at least. It's good I made one. If I hadn't, we would have been back to almost the start of the episode, so that'd be good. Oh, it actually saved at the start of the combat as well. Even better. Even better. So we wouldn't have actually been back that far. We would have been literally at the start of combat, so it doesn't matter. I guess it helps if it crashes again. And this is just a bugged fight, but we'll see. It did it before our turn. That's so good. Didn't kill these guys this time, interestingly. I'm still going to keep the same strategy. I don't think the strategy was a problem. It just did a lot less damage. Over here. It's fine. We have more people hitting our horses, but not really that many more. Keep shooting them. Yeah, keep hitting the Brimmeracks. Yeah, again, well, we could kill those guys, but I think keep hitting the Brimmeracks seems sensible. Yeah, especially with the damage we just did there. Killed himself and the guy next to him. Well, sure. It did a lot of damage to us. I'll admit, I'm not a huge fan of our infirmary being almost full, but hey. We're getting there. I want to attack. I was tempted to run. My logic behind running is that then I would not take more losses, and then I could stay under my inventory or my infirmary size. I think we're actually above our infirmary size anyway, because that didn't go up. Yeah, we're gonna lose quite a lot of these guys, which is a shame because we didn't lose them last time. Okay. So we lost 9 of those guys. That's not that bad, but it is a significant chunk. Yeah. Crusaders attacked the demons at a propitious moment when they were trying to sink a stash of cold iron ingots in the nearby sand swamp. That hoard of metal would have been deadly to the beasts of the abyss, and safely ended up in Mendevian warriors' care instead. Wonderful. So now we have everything down to here. Let's keep moving. Just a little bit. And a little bit just to explore. Okay. Look at how much extra space we've now got here. That's wonderful. Okay. Go to Crusade management mode. In every fort that we have. Can I cycle between forts? I don't believe so. No. Okay. Wait. I thought I'm in Crusade management mode. Why are we in charge of an army? Oh, there we go. That's better. Still can't cycle between forts, but that's okay. We can go to different places and be like, hey, in this one, I'm going to build. I don't know why it makes you go to... actually, I do know why it makes you go to this one to build. It's because you have to place it for the ones that... for the small number that have placement things in them, but still. It just seems like it could be done slightly differently. I did notice up here there's the word buy. What does that do? Oh, buying resources. Okay, never mind. Supply center. This might be a bad plan to just like use all of our resources on supply centers. Also, that one costs 60 instead of 40. Interesting. But I think that buying them makes sense, right? Just on a base level. See, that one costs 40. Oh, it would cost 60 if we were to buy another, but you're not able to buy another. So, that's weird. Oh, maybe there's different requirements if you upgrade it from like a base level fort to something else. Maybe you can have more supply centers. I don't know. Maybe. And this hamlet of Sork over here as well. So we've basically just invested in our future. So we've built quite a lot of them. We're almost... Actually, if we've got space... If we've got one more fort, we could build another. But yeah, all I'm doing here is just investing in our future. Can I build in Canabras? No. So, sorry, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. I have one in Dresden. I have no more forts, therefore I have nothing else I can do. Cool. That seems fine. Yeah. So now we're going to get a lot more per day. We're not getting it right now, but we will in the future. So we should get an extra 3 per day from those 4 that we just built. So an extra 12 per day. So we're almost doubling our material point output. Seems like a good thing to me. Definitely seems like a good thing. And I would assume that at some point, if this is going to scale upwards, there's going to be percentage increases to your material point output. So like, you get 50% more material points. At which point, our daily production increase will actually just exponentially explode. Sounds fantastic. Also, are we working on this one? Oh no, we're doing another logistics thing first. That's fine. Yeah, that was what we were doing. Right. This armies are fine. We have no recruitment that can be done, do we? No, not yet. Okay, that's fine. In which case, you guys are going to head out. Which way? We could head down to Wintersun now we've unlocked the location. A small village that somehow survived the demon invasion. It's surprisingly silent and peaceful, as though it lies in some remote rustic setting far from the front lines and not in the middle of the Worldwound surrounded by monsters. And then that would also potentially allow us into the Molten Scar down here, although I think we could go the other way to that as well. Okay, and it gets us closer to the Heart of Mystery, which I'm quite interested in getting to. Although that is a level 8 fight we would have to do to get there. Seeing what our options are. We could also head north, but I think north is kind of blocked off by the demon armies. Yeah, I guess our only real route forward is south. Can we rest at forts? I've never really thought about that. Let's head over here. It'll take 12 hours. Let's keep going. Okay. Oh, I wonder what's over this way. Actually, that is a good point. I think that just connects in, but there could be something up there. Also, we can't go into the fort and rest or anything. Okay. Head down the other route. We're a little fatigued. We spotted enemies. We'll evade them. There we are at Wintersun. Cool. What's this one? Decree. Outpost to Bastion expansion. Okay, so we can upgrade one of our forts. Okay. One fort with the outpost level with at least 3 out of 4 construction slots filled can be upgraded to Bastion level? Is that Dresden maybe? Or like, I'm trying to figure out, like, which would this apply to? It doesn't say what it's going to apply to. Okay, fine. whatever. But we have multiple of them. Does it highlight them on the map, maybe? Nope. We just have multiple of these. We would just, this is kind of like a just figure it out, maybe? Or maybe you can only do like a certain, maybe these just come in every now and again. I have no idea what those are, I'll be honest. But we don't really have, we don't need to upgrade them because we don't have the material point output to actually upgrade things yet. Cool. Right, we have a couple of days left on all of those. What I think we're going to do now is I think we're going to end the episode there. Thank you for watching. The reason why I think we're going to end the episode there is because we're going to head into Wintersun next time. And if we're heading into Wintersun, because it's got a special marker on the map, I assume it's going to be a rather big thing to do. So, if we head to there next time, if we finish it, we teleport back, we finish all of our Dresden stuff. Yeah, it'd be great. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.